What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel for another video. In this video, we are going to draw a pretty simple little block here, and then we're going to make a couple copies of it here and here, and then we're going to practice rotating it two different angles from different base points. And when you're done with this, you'll get an idea of how selecting your base point and which rotation angle you choose, how it affects the final outcome of the rotation. So yeah, before we get started, if you guys don't mind, smash that like button, click subscribe, click the bell. It'll really help out the channel. So yeah, let's get started. So first I'm going to go ahead and just move all this out of the way so we can start fresh. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is draw this. This is about as easy as it gets. So we can go ahead and draw that up quickly. So yeah, we'll start with this bottom section, and then we'll do the middle section and then the top section. All right, so we know it is going to be 1.5 across and 0.75 tall. And then we know this is going to also be, what was it, 2.625. And we know it is 0.75 across, oops, sorry, 1.5 across, and then 0.75 down. Okay, get rid of this guy because that doesn't look good. Then we know this is going to be 0.75 across. So I'll just use the copy command at 0.75. So that one's done. So this is your object A here. So next what we're going to do is we're going to use the copy command. So CO, and then we're going to go ahead and create two copies of this. We're going to do one, we'll say about here, and then we'll do one there. And what we want to do, so first off, these hidden lines in the magenta represent the original position we have here. So the first thing we're going to do here is, this is a 45-degree rotation. So if you look, the original line's here, and then it moves to there. So we'll do a quick angle dimension on here. You can see it's 45 degrees. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the rotate command, which is RO. And then we're going to select the objects and hit space again. Then it's going to ask for the base point. So this is important. This is the point that it's going to basically be pivoting on, or its axis of rotation. Okay, so in this case, we're going to select the bottom left corner. And you see you can do it by hand. But in this case, we need it to be specific. So it's asking down here for a rotation angle. So we know it's going to be 45 degrees. So we can just type in 45 and then enter. And then it rotates it 45 degrees, the same as this one. So on this one over here, again, we'll use the rotate command and then we'll select all objects. This time we're not going to use this for a base point. We're going to use this one for a base point. And if you notice now, remember this one went 45 degrees. If this is the x-axis, it went in the positive direction 45 degrees. So on this one, this is the x-axis, but we're on the other side of the x-axis if this was the y right here. So it's actually going back 45 to the negative 45. So it's going to be a negative 45 degree rotation. Let me get it back where it needs. So you can type in minus 45 or negative 45, and then it rotates it the direction that we need. So play around with this some, select different base points. You can also, you don't necessarily have to have a base point on the object. If you know this has, you need it to rotate around, say right here. You select that as your base point. And then when you rotate, it will always keep this point here in the center for your rotation. So this is a really useful command. You'll eventually be using this a lot. So yeah, practice this, get familiar with it, play around with different base point, different angles and things like that. And you should be able to master this one pretty quickly. So yeah, thanks for coming to hang out, guys.